Welcome to Kee of Soul Tarot. This reading is for our beautiful Taurus, Sun, Moon, or Rising. Even if Taurus isn't your Sun, Moon, or Rising, listen in. You may find something interesting in this reading. All right, so let's go ahead and tap into the energies. Whoa! It's like straight off the bat. It's I can actually feel, oh my goodness, it is. Oh, how's this? Sorry, sorry, not sorry. So if you just made it through that and stayed, I was like, the messenger, Mercury's in retrograde, but it actually turns direct tomorrow. And I didn't even get my words out. It's like it's winding back, just ready to shoot straight forward. And I'm looking at the card. I will get to what the card is right now. I find that very interesting. It's like, you know, we have been reassessing and reevaluating, reorganizing, restructuring, restabilizing so many different things throughout our life over this Venus retrograde and Mercury retrograde period over the last few weeks. And with it stationing direct tomorrow, that is obviously really, really, really relevant. The fact that I didn't even finish getting my words out of my mouth. I was going to say, and their presence is already here. God, Spirit, Universe, what message do you have for our lovely Taurus people today? And shit you not, right there, guys. Seventh house, Libra full moon. This reading will be based on the Libra full moon and the days coming up to it and the month after it. Okay, so you know, whenever you hear this reading, it's timeless. However, these energies are active now. They can activate at any time. You may not resonate with everything in this message, but there will be something here for you. All right, going into it. So 7th house, guys, Libra full moon. Okay, Spirit is always with me, guiding the message the whole way through. All right, beautiful. Okay, so 7th house. So what we're looking at is love and partnerships. However, for Taurus, this resonates with your 6th house. Okay, so daily routine, jobs, health, things like that. So there is going to be a big reset and a big grounding in whatever is happening. Whoa, here we go. Jupiter, yeah, big. Was I just not saying big? Anyway, Jupiter. So Jupiter energy. So there's something about the 6th house and Jupiter energy. So there's an expansion. There's an expansion of the mind, body, and soul. There's an expansion or an acknowledgement of health, routines. You need to know it needs to change, and now is the time. This is a confirmation that now is the time to obviously start restructuring these areas of your life. Restart, restore, replenish. You've had some time to think about it. You've had, you know, over the last month, you've had time to think about it, and it's time to actually put that into action. What's really interesting also that coincides this reading with the Libra full moon is that you also share Venus as your sign's planet with Libra. So Libra and Taurus both are ruled by Venus energies. So yeah, definitely a lot of self-love. I think with the daily routine and the daily jobs and the daily you know, health routines and things like that, that is self-love. So there's definitely an acknowledgement of self-love coming through, not love for others, but more love for yourself. Like love your routine, love your job, love your health, you know, and you know, the information that you feed yourself, you know, not only the food that you put in your mouth, but the information that you also feed your mind is going to be really relevant. here as well. Yeah, community and technology. So 11th house there, that had fallen out. So we've got 711. So 711 could be the number 7, the number 11, the number 2, or the number 24. And 9 could also be relevant. Doesn't have to be, but there's obviously something there as well. And yeah, bottom of the deck, 6th house. I love it how engaged Spirit is when they come through on these messages. It cannot lie. This is not set up. This is not fake. You see me pull the cards and I just think it's absolutely gorgeous, gorgeous ooze of energy that comes through from Spirit during this. All right, well, so that's enough of the tarot cards. So we've got the current energy. Yeah, moon. Yeah, moon energy. Sun energy. So there's a rebalancing of the vitality and the emotion of self. 100%. It's there. We're rebalancing that. And yeah, North Node. So North Node activation in Pisces. So we still, even though we're in Aries season, there is still a lot of active planets. Venus, Mercury, and Saturn all sitting on the last few degrees of Pisces. And we're in a North Node of Pisces. If you don't know what that means, make sure that you hit the link in the description box. You go and find out what your sun, moon and rising is, and read into Pisces North Node energies. You could have a Pisces North Node. So that is active, guys. Yeah, fantastic. So real balance of energies here. Fantastic. So your daily routine could also be affected by your commuting. So there's something here. Flying out. Flying. You could be flying somewhere. It doesn't mean that for everyone, but it was funny how that just flew out. So there's something about traveling within the community, traveling to a different community. And some form, I believe that the message that's coming through here is something to do with technology. So there's some form of upgrade in, you know, technical advancements, whether that be in your health routine. So you could be getting like one of those watch trackers to track, you know, calories, heart rate, things like that. So that's going to be really relevant. I don't know who's that for. I don't know where that came from, but I felt like it was really necessary to say that. Whew. All right. All right. Well, Taurus, I'm really liking this energy. This is really, really cool. Void of Fourth Moon. A time for healing. Yeah, you've definitely been healing. You've definitely been laying low and healing. Ready to restart. Alright, some Moonology cards here, guys. God, Spirit, Universe, what do we have for our lovely Taurus? To flow through on the energies that we've just opened up to through this reading. Oh, okay. Alright. So we've got a blue moon. Believe in the impossible. This has come up in quite a few readings this week. So I don't know if this is a blue moon. I'm going to have to actually check. I don't even have my laptop with me at the moment. There's something about once in a blue moon. So something, I'm pretty sure the Libra moons are the blue moons. So that's going to be really interesting. Check it out. Yeah, definitely look into that. I will too. Believe in the impossible. So something that you've been wishing for. See, the 11th house also works on our hopes, dreams and wishes. So something that you manifested possibly quite some time ago is starting to come to fruition. So that's coming through. And we've also got cardinal moon. So what's interesting about this sign, be bold and make the first move. So it's time to put those plans into action. Whatever you've been thinking about, now is the time to do it, to bring it into the physical. What's interesting about the cardinal moon, the fact that it says cardinal here, is Libra, Capricorn, Aries and Cancer are our cardinal signs. They're our angle signs. So that's really important. So they're the beginning phases. So there's something really really relevant there. I'm looking for a set of cards. What? Oh, there they are. I was like, I know there was spirit connected through to me, angels, yeah, angels at the bottom of the deck, to get this deck out before the reading. So scribe or writing, yeah, so definitely write down your feelings and your thoughts. What I really love about I was always scared to, I don't like to talk about myself much, but this is obviously relevant to some. So I used to avoid writing down, you know, the synchronicities and, you know, those feelings and emotions and those thoughts that were coming through. 11:11 on 11:11 just passed on the time as I said that. So again, another relevant synchronicity there. So when I actually started writing things down, and now that I've been doing it for a few years, what's really interesting is it starts to give you that time frame of 3 months, 6 months, 12 months, and you look back at what you wrote at a certain time frame and look back at it and just go, oh my God, no way, 11:44 on the clock. So once we actually have it written down, dates, times, thoughts, feelings, emotions, people, places, we start to actually interconnect everything. It's really, really interesting. All right, moving forward. What messages do we have for our Taurus? There we go. Atlantis. So something about the ocean and dolphins here. Lemurian, Atlantis. I don't know what your religious or spiritual values are, but if you are aware of Atlantic past lives, or if you've connected to dolphins, or you're going near the ocean or the water, that's relevant for someone. That is definitely relevant. And vows. Yeah, some form of commitment. That could be some form of commitment, not only to another, but that you've made to yourself, or you've said to yourself quite a long time ago. That's coming up now. Something about Asia as well, not for everyone. Asian Buddhist, something about spiritual context there. All right, let's get some taroting quickly. Whoa. No way. Of course. Straight off the bat. Oh, this is, I love it. I love it. I don't know if you're resonating or vibing with me here, but the synchronicities I feel in these readings is just far beyond what I can actually verbally describe. So what's really interesting is there's 3 cards that just came out here. There's the Two of Swords. So what's really interesting about the Two of Swords is the energy is around Libra. So Libra, moon energy, Two of Swords. So there's an unknown decision or an unknown door you're about to open. Yeah, there's definitely very interesting energy there. And what's really interesting on the other side of that is you've got the Emperor energy. How these 2 cards were just together, I have no idea. So the Emperor energy works with Aries. So Aries and Libra energy there. So you get the Libra full moon during Aries season. And you've got the sun there. Wow, this is incredible. You've got the sun which is in Aries. Okay, so that's definitely vitality, headstrong, health, you know, doing what you say and say what you do. We, me, us, I. This is the we, like, you know, the how we are feeling emotionally, and this is giving ourself an energy life force that is fantastic. So I feel like there's a part of your intuition here that you've been thinking about following your intuition, but you've been unsure, and the Sun and the Emperor card is saying yes, go for it, move forward. What you were thinking emotionally in your mind, it's a confirmation that you need to move forward with it. But yes, yes, yes. Fantastic. All right, let's get some shadow enemy. Yeah, you've been your own worst enemy. You have been your own worst enemy, and that is time to stop. Throw it out. No more. Stop being your own worst enemy. However, you know, what's interesting is it is in those times of us being our own worst enemy that we get time to reflect and make a change. If at times we aren't our own worst enemy, we can go through a stage of ignorance where we don't end up pulling ourselves up and going, you know what, I'm not my own worst enemy. So we have to see it to believe it. We have to have those hard days to see, to believe. All right, God, Spirit, Universe, we're going to finish out the reading here on some birthers. Oh, yeah, okay. I got a bunch of cards here. Okay, so we have soul connection. Something about what is happening is a soul connection. I don't know whether that's a soul awakening to yourself or a reconnecting of a soul connection to a physical another person. Confusing. Yeah, something's been really confusing, but you're getting a confirmation. You're starting to understand what you're releasing the confusing state. Again, 7th house, Libra energy, marriage, relationships, partnerships, collaborations, whether that be private, personal, with our kids, with our family, with our bosses, in our career, in our community. That's very relevant. I'm sorry. So there's someone that you've been connected to that is thinking of or wanting to move in and say sorry. Where is it? Yeah, something. There's a connection here. Be bold and make the first move. Be bold and make the first move. You've been underestimated. Either you have been underestimated or you've underestimated someone else's abilities. Yeah. Either way, that's how we learn. It's nothing to be ashamed of, nothing to have feared. We face this head on. Again, Aries energy, head on, face. It's the words that I'm using, and it's just not even deliberate. Yeah, so that's relevant. You could be, or the person that you're thinking about could be a starseed. You're bringing a lot more joy back into your life, or your name could be Joy. Yeah, 1st house, self. Aries energy again. 3rd house, community. 3rd house, community, siblings, technology, social media. Self-sabotage, yeah. Stop self-sabotaging yourself. So Mars, it's time to take action. Again, Mars, Aries, action. It's all there. It's all there, guys. Whew. Taurus, what a reading. What a reading. It's like I could just feel like I could just keep on going. But look, I'm going to leave it there. Guys, make sure you head over to the socials, Facebook, TikTok, like, share, subscribe. Make sure you hit the thumbs up on this video so I can keep making more content. And yeah, oh my God, Taurus, even if you're not a Taurus, I hope this resonated with you and you've found something in this reading, and I will see you on the next video. Bye.